Archana, please wrap up the session and the vote of thanks for this very illuminating session, the Vice President and the day chair of today's meeting.
Good afternoon, friends. I think we've had an extremely informative session on investment. And what I really liked about this session is that we got very, very specific tips to take away. You know, as women, we tend to take the back seat when investment decisions are taken. Even with our own money, we tend to rely on our husbands or fathers or sons to take these decisions. The idea behind this program was to simplify, demystify to some extent, and create simple, you know, uh, give, ask our panelists to give simple processes so that we can invest easily. Uh, I would like to thank Gagan for a very, very specific and wonderful investment advice for property. I think a lot of people will, I think, implement on this because property is always a favorite investment, especially in the NCR. Anybody who has invested in property has seen fantastic returns over the last few decades. And personally, I had no idea that the prognosis for Gurgaon is so much better than Noida. So that's something I'm going to be looking at for sure. Thank you, Neena, for structuring in spite of our little glitch. But eventually, it was a wonderful presentation and structuring our decision making with regard to investment. There's something you said, the importance of discipline and not getting emotionally attached, and that is something we all suffer from, especially with stocks. We tend to, you don't want to book the loss and take the emotional hit. So this is something which we all have to watch out for, and your recommendation that this is the time to invest in IT and infrastructure and any other export based company, because they'll definitely see higher returns. So that is something we can look at, and fixed income debentures because of the high interest rates. Thank you, Subhashji, for telling us about investing in gold. The idea that we can check the gold prices at moneycontrol.com, and that it is very important to take certification with whatever we buy. This is we just tend to go to our family jewelers or whoever and we buy without certification. But especially if you're looking at the point of investment and exit at some point, because investment has entry but it also has exit, the certification is what makes exit possible and feasible. And thank you, Roshni, for a wonderful presentation on art, and also that it's, if you want to be a serious collector, then we should concentrate on certain schools and try and create collections of certain artists, which would help us also, and study them to increase our knowledge about these artists. And a good tip was, of course, that we should follow some famous collectors like Lekha Poddar or Kiran Nadar, which is definitely an easier strategy than researching every artist. So that's a great tip. And I wish you would share with us some art, collectors that we can follow and how we can figure out what they are buying. I would also now like to thank the Secretariat for their wonderful arrangements, the audience for sparing their valuable time and participating enthusiastically. I hope we all go back and use this knowledge at least in the next 3-4 months to make one investment. People who have never invested on their own, please go and invest in something. As the great Chinese philosopher Lao Tse said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Thank you.
You can continue your one-to-one discussions with the panelists over a cup of tea and coffee, which is served outside. Thank you. We will be uploading their presentations as always and send you the links.
it here. You have to go to the office. Program, yeah.
Anyways, I can have what I do it on my iPhone only because nowadays my iPad is crashed. Anyways, and we just send the check across.
Yes.
And that is 19. But it's just 10.
19th and 20th
And the 20th. First
is Agra. Yeah.
that will be 19th and 20th and then I saw the dinner.
That is if you pay